Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Quester Osaka. We're gonna be continuing our way towards the finale of this little area. There's not too much more to go. And remember to move our base out there to the water. We've got Nanko Gucci. A wonderful little island out there in the middle of all of these crab nightmares, so let's get on out there and have a good time dealing with them. Wow, we didn't have a tomahawk yet, huh? Well, it's just a nice blunt weapon that also lets you throw it, so there's a little cross-utilization in there. Hey, it's one of the pink ones. I don't think we'd seen one of those yet. It's probably a new friend. Let's go find out. It sure is. We got the sawtooth stag beetle. Fantastic. 4 more friends to find. Took out another one of the snip snaps. Here was a fire dragon. Why are they holding the dragon in their pocket? It is a lovely little heavy firearm. Oh, a USB slot. Let's see what's going on. Access to server somewhere. I found more information on purification fuel. Oh my. Great news. Apparently there's a connection between purification fuel and the blue-haired girl. Mysterious. Sometimes we hear rumors about the blue-haired girl. Apparently purification fuel was created using her blood. Oh, I wonder what kind of person she is. Blue hair is an impossible color for human hair unless it is dyed. Huh? What's the matter? You're staring at me so intently? What? My hair is blue. Ah ha ha ha. Don't say stupid things about me just because I'm a terminal. I don't have blue hair. Come to think of it though, I've never seen my own face. I can't recognize color when I'm in here. Well, it's not that I can't. It's more like I'm too familiar with it to care. Huh. What exactly is the color blue anyway? Oh well, maybe the person who created me designed me that way. In any case, if you keep traveling, maybe you'll find the blue-haired girl somewhere? Crazy. There's just a key in the middle. Look, there we go. Map out this little corner. Ah, you being a big old pork buns and red box treasure in the corner. An Osaka specialty, bringing it onto the train causes people to raise their eyebrows. Its delicious aroma is a comfort to the hungry. This has the healing aroma that's actually quite nice for the whole group, so it's nice that it's on an accessory, so that if you don't end up getting lucky, you can put it on characters that you need it to. There are a number of ruined buildings near the underground lake. Something abnormally huge moves in the shadow of a large building that appears to have collapsed at an angle. It's a massive monster with an eerie body color. Perhaps it is the boss of this area? I'll check the database. Let's see. That's a Minami Emperor. It's a mutant version of the tentacled monstrosity. Their attacks cause various forms of non-physical damage. That's quite a sentence. It might be safer to take precautions. Nah. We're definitely not doing that. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, you're very colorful. You have a lot of hit points. I'll give you that. Let's see what our options are. Well, don't be clam. Give ourselves some drugs. That's the answer, right? We definitely don't need to throw. We're definitely not going to be throwing this game. I think that's what we're going with. Let's see how it plays out. Well, it's gonna do some damage to us. That's not gonna be great. So, who's got the most hate? You do? Well, a solution for that is to go into hiding. That's an option. Probably should have guessed someone was gonna get knocked down, huh? Oh, that's gonna be real bad, actually. Well. Hope that they attack her primarily. That's not gonna work. Look at that. Poor guy. He couldn't hit on any of us. Very, very tragic. I want to start switching to like sustainable. We definitely are taking some attrition damage here. I don't see a universe where we win that one right now. We're gonna have to rejigger ourselves and get at it. Well, now we know. It's not gonna work as easily as that. that just probably all leads into that area, so this guy's probably just a self-contained little boss over here. Okay, so what do we want to do about this? So one of the things that we'd found is we didn't have a good other one of these. So let's see what else is on this thing's situation that maybe we can use to help us. Because the issue that we had was that they were a little squish. I guess guns would also be a potential option, but the problem with guns is that they tend to be out of ammo relatively quick. I never got any of the firing stuff to actually help. I guess the shockproof suit's not a bad accessory for this at least. Maybe there's not too much we can do about them currently. So who else can we solve? So we could switch this over to being the curse one instead. That's a little bit more defensive. Same is true for this character, actually. So that'll give us a suction that will do decent damage. Barrier might actually help everyone, so that's not a bad option. So in that case, the AP up might not be best here. So who would benefit the most from an AP up? Honestly, it might be them, because 3 of their attacks actually were centered around that. That's not what I'm keeping on now, I'm just shuffling things around. so let's start getting it jiggered up. So we're definitely built a little bit more defensively now, so hopefully this will go a little more smoothly for us. And our stuff should be a considerable amount more sustainable now. I see that. We're not going to be able to do more than one more air raid. I see, I see, I see. At least I gave everyone options that weren't just air raid. Okay, well someone's probably going to have a bad time this time around. Let me go about this. You can preemptively set us to resuscitate someone. And they're all physical attacks, actually, so the barrier does not help. But what I could do is switch that up. Try to make them take the hate, honestly. Maybe that'll help a little bit. And the camouflage in case something goes their way. Honestly, I already have most of the hate. That might not actually do that much. see what happens. Well, it wasn't the worst. Just don't do it again. Well, you're kind of doing it again, but you're not doing the exact same thing again. With this one, I can help a little bit. I'm gonna assume that someone's probably gonna go down. The dangerous one is... No, I don't know if I can get better than this right now. Kinda gonna soldier through, assume someone's going to... Oh, well just that happens. Man, the camouflage skill is kinda busted, I ain't gonna lie. I can do another air raid. It's our last air raid. I feel like there's a very good chance that we win this one, though, without too much trouble. Like, it's kind of doable already. This one was actually kind of tough, considering we're not even in New Game Plus. Let's just go all in. There we go. Wow, cool, woohoo! What are you gonna eat it? It's a mutant of that monstrosity. You got a stomachache from eating the other day. Shouldn't you stop? Nope, we eat everything. A large crab-shaped device was found inside Banami Emperor's body. Fantastic. There we go. So beautiful, so mysterious. So it's a different version of this one. Well, we certainly aren't going to be able to go all the way through this so easily. Yeah, that was the only thing moved around, so I think that's gonna be good again. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do a lot more exploration. We used a lot of our resources during that fight. Ah, there's a boss here. Well, let's see what's going on. Oh, you're all by yourself, but you're doing that. Huh. Interesting. See if we can't just tear it down. It's definitely not as tanky as the other thing, that's why I was betting on it. I mean, I think we just go all in and hope it goes down before we get too much trouble. There we go. I did suspect there was another one of these guys. Star Buckler is a shield. Oh, surprise second boss. Definitely not the Captain America shield. Oh, good for us. This does mean we have some more room for leveling. This is probably the final boss, and I don't know what this is. Huh. Is there a bigger one of these guys? I guess there could technically be another little boss somewhere. I bet there was a base behind that boss we just killed. We just ran out of powder right there. We do get to get another round of skills if we get to 70, so there's another opportunity for some more AP ups on the couple that are missing it. Which would broaden our options. Might as well get the treasure. isn't a base here. Interesting. Well, I believe there probably is another base over here anyway. Okay, let's see what we got there. Fire crystal, huh? Mechanical weapon. Fearsome weapon that contained explosive in the spiked middle tip of the flail. Of course. Good, good. Curse our search for treasure, it doomed our expedition to not going far enough. Maybe there isn't another base. No, there probably is. I don't have the materials for leveling up. Oh, wow, we're actually at 0 materials. That's crazy. Well, there you go. But I can actually get rid of something, I'm sure. You're certainly not going to help me get out of here quickly. I am going to go chase after you, because you could have something good in you. I was kind of hoping it would help me box it in. Didn't work out that way. Once again, monsters failing me. Okay, we're not specifically in a hurry to win, because we're still gonna want to sort out our inventory before we do. Oh, you're probably one of the missing monsters. You're probably the one missing monster. You're ginormous, my friend. Yep, there we go. Oh, it was a different one. Okay. So the Devourer is just a bigger version of it. So this is the final boss then. Let's see if we can't get our other treasure too. There we go. Hey, we got a friend back. Hero's Belly Band. Well, that's one of the things I didn't expect to hear it say. Has HP up and inner focus. It's a passive. Oh, it says self-healing item. Interesting. This legendary belly band is said to give you courage just by wearing it. It increases one's strength, skill, and melee combat levels, all of which are necessary in battle. Does it do all that? I don't know if it does all of that. But that is not a bad item. We're also absolutely not going to make it else back to where we were at, but you know, it's fine. You can come kill monsters. Snip snap! Yadakara, huh? Okay, this is a drone. It's actually one of the strong ones, too. Explosives and drugs and first aid. Okay, this could be an improvement for one of them, actually. It's operation based, so let's see which one would benefit more from that. They're actually both about equal on that, but I guess if I had to pick one, theirs is higher. So that's actually just straight up an improvement on this one, to be honest. Because it has upwards mobility. And it has first aid, which is a better alternate thing to have on than what we otherwise had. So, I approve. We are gonna get a good payday at the end of the day. Let me turn our food in. There we go. Oh, it's you. Yep, AP up. Nice. AP up! It's exactly what I wanted. It's Christmas. But you. I don't really care for that. I don't really want to level you up, but I don't want you to be blinking forever. Is there not a balance? about this? I will max out my equipment, and then I'll spend out whatever else works out that way. I guess there are a few things that we could actually get rid of on this that we're at. Yeah, splash guns are one. There's some extra muskets. And there is a reason for doing this, is that it gives all of them an entry in the bestiary. Not bestiary, the arms encyclopedia. See, they all get their pluses. You gotta show you got to the +3 on everything. That's how you know you won the game, right? We are almost 75% of the way through collecting the items, though. That's pretty good for a single playthrough. It took us, what, 2.5 New Game Pluses on the first game? We're not gonna go after that far one, but we are gonna go after the little one on the island. We may end up having just some treasure runs a little bit down the way, though. Cider sword, huh? I think this was their analog for the lightsaber. Pretty funny. Oh hey, the recycler. I think I remember that one. This is a vacuum cleaner that basically does the recycling stuff, but is all about purification. It's completely useless for attack. Although technically it has attacks on it, you know? We can pick this one up, because that's not even out of the way. Now that hurt. Oh, you're gonna actually not be a problem. I like it. We got Flamo. Alright. Come see if that base is just sitting up here. That means Lincoln is somewhere around here. Well, if it is, it's not easy to get to. Starts a recycle bullet, and they start with crippling smoke bomb. Huh, interesting. And it also doesn't use, it doesn't use a gadget or anything like that. At least that's an interesting ability. Scavenge, huh? Well, it's a little late for that, but you know, alright. You get Mechanical Mania, which isn't terrible. It means that you do better at things using Operation then. One more level and they reach their cap. Well, that just looks like treasure down there, so there's no particular reason to chase that down, but it is funny that it's all the way down there. Alrighty, and now we're gonna just head on north. Still gonna get that same orange one. I don't know if that water goes straight to that final boss or if there's like a wall in between them. Hey, Japan Spear is an upgrade. Yeah, although we might not have enough to actually get the next level, but you know, still, it's along the way. I got another pistol. No, we didn't go and adjust our attacks after we leveled up, so we should probably consider that. Yeah, it doesn't go on. Okay. So we don't really have a better thing to add on to theirs, but you know, we can actually take their AP off and move it to another one that needs it more now. Like, she never got that extra AP, so... That's probably our best target for an extra AP. Let's just take a peek and see if we got another good option for them. We already pretty much don't need to worry about debuffs. The healing's okay, but we get so much passive healing, I don't think that's a real issue. I think we are missing some of the better accessories, but I don't know if we're likely to see them before we finish this first playthrough. Oh, we did find the base. Benton Cho, and we got a new quester. We found Diamond. That leads right to the edge of the boss, of course it does. I think that's a full squad. This might be it. Unless there's just more that you can get that aren't part of this squad. I don't know. I really don't know. But this is our friend. They start with Assault and maximum HP up. Not too shabby. We're probably not going to utilize them, but I guess it's cool that it is true that they exist and they are in our party. That means we'll find them during New Game Plus if the mechanics are the same. Yeah, we're out of materials again. There we go, everyone's at max. They're as good as they can get for our main party. Cool. Well, we are going to take a short break, and then next time we are going to basically finish this off, I believe. I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Take care.